Hello, welcome back to the Outlaw Ranch, everybody. Thought we would start off with kind of an old tire review. You don't see many old tire reviews. People will do a review of a tire once they get them, and they might do it for 5,000 miles or something like that. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do a tire review on a tire that has exceeded all my expectations and should probably exceed yours as well. These tires are made by Interco. They're the Trxus MT, and the really unique thing about these tires is usually after the DOT stamp on your tires, you can see a date code, and if you look, the date on this is the 27th week of 2006, making these tires 19 years old. You'll notice there's no cracks or bubbles or anything in the sidewall. The tires have been taken pretty good care of. The tread is good. You can see the siping on the tread lugs. This is what allows these mud tires to do better in wet weather, travel, snow, that kind of thing. They do a great job just about everywhere. So I have put 12,000 miles on these tires. The inner duals here were initially put on the front, and they were new, 2006, when I put them on. The original owner had a spare and then had bought one other one that had never been on the ground. So I installed them on the front because the original fronts were shot. In fact, over here is one of the original fronts from when I got the truck. And you can see this would have been the outside edge. There is a definite wear problem. Parts were junk. It wasn't aligned, and you can really see that tire is just really beat up. So I took it off. This is kind of the spare. The other tire that was loose I had mounted up front, and they ended up on the inner duals. But these tires have, I can't find the paperwork that shows when these tires were installed on the truck, like at what mileage. So you'll have to bear with me here. The original owner, when I contacted him, he seemed to think that there was some miles on it. But again, we couldn't really nail it down. They weren't new when I got them. As you can see, the fronts were already well worn. The reason this is polished up is I had parked next to like a island where they have plants and stuff like that. When I pulled out, I rubbed the sidewall of that tire a little bit. But all 6 of these tires are in good shape. I don't drive this truck very fast. It has the old school SM 465 manual, which is a 4-speed, but it really is more like a 3-speed with a granny gear, meaning that the truck's transmission just really limits your speeds. When this truck was made, it's a 1989, all of the speed limits were 55. So this truck does its best at about 55 miles an hour. So I don't drive it any faster than that. I'm probably pushing my luck anyways, just with the age of the tires, by going any faster than that. So let's do kind of a traction review here. Where do these tires excel? Well, on the street, they are very quiet. They make very little noise. The truck is not a quiet truck anyways. It's a big block with a dual 3-inch and Flowmaster mufflers, so it's kind of loud anyways, but I can't hear the tires. They do well on the highway, but just about every tire does well on the highway with the exception of maybe like a mud bogging tire or something like that. Interco is known most for their super swamper lines, the boggers, the TSL SX, what are some other ones? The LTBs, the IROCs, of course. The Trxus is one of their very few radial options that they make. So in the rain, they're good. In the snow, I would say they're good. Of course, maybe even borderlining great. The sand, I would say they are good to great. The mud, they are, again, a great tire there. It's funny because these tires kind of remind me of that old saying, jack of all trades, master of none. They do really well just about everywhere. I haven't found anything that they can't handle, that they can't do. I have a brother-in-law who had a set on a early 90s Ram Charger. So it was a four-wheel drive SUV. I think the vehicle probably weighs 4,000 pounds. And he had a 33 1250 15 on his truck. And he went, I want to say he went 50-ish thousand miles with regular rotations, which is the longest mileage that I'm aware of on these tires. But make no mistake, great tires. The age of these is just insane. I know there are older tires out there, but older tires that are daily driven. I drive about 75 miles round trip to and from work. I don't know of any. I'm sure there are, but I don't know any. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, share. It really helps. We're just getting started in this journey on YouTube, and every little bit helps. So I really appreciate everybody's help and support, and have a good day.